Facebook.
Hi, Facebook. Check.
Brent McDowell. Who's June? Right. All right. Live.
Live? Alright, so while people are joining, we're going to do one of my favorite things to do in the world, and that's to sneak up on David Bloomfield and annoy him. So come with me. He's not in here. Come with me. He's on Facebook. He's on Facebook. What's he doing? What's he doing? Hey, Dave. Too close. What's going on?
Hello. Has it started?
Oh, it started.
It started?
I was explaining to Facebook Live that one of my favorite things to do in the world is sneak up and annoy
Sneak
you.
up on me?
So that's what we're doing.
Oh, I mean an orange or something like that? Oh, wait, that's not an orange. Here's the orange.
What's new in Daveland?
Oh, I don't know. Just hanging out. You
No,
know?
there is new stuff. Could you demo your scooter?
Oh, scooter?
Scooter
Yeah, sure
Dave?
thing. We can, yeah, we'll get the scooter going.
This is one of the most awesome, but also at the same time most embarrassing forms of transportation the world has ever seen.
It for sure is. See, we got a nice little DeWalt pack. DeWalt did not pay for this. No. If I put it in the right spot, there we go.
This is how
Time to
Dave
boot
gets
up.
around Freefly.
It is, yeah.
Show us the power.
The power, here we go. He's running around, sprinting to keep up. Poor guy.
Anyway,
Yeah, there we go. This is something new. Yeah.
that concludes the Annoy Dave segment. We're gonna try and make this a regular part of Facebook Live.
I'm thoroughly annoyed.
Okay, good. Get back to work. Quick overview of what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about this beast. This is a Razor XPS 4 Turbo. We bought it to beat on Movi XL. So we've got Movi XL, the black arm, a little extension to get it a little bit further away from the vehicle, and then a red Scarlet. This is kind of our test rig with a red 18 to 85 millimeter lens and focus iris zoom setup. So we'll take this thing for a hot lap around the parking lot, see if we can have some fun in a little bit. Other things to talk about briefly. So we launched the API just a short while ago. Already people, manufacturers from Alpha Wheels to RT Motion to Red Rock to Klassen Wheels, PLC Wheels, I just got a message from, they're working on integrating with that. So lots of interesting things coming soon there. It's fun to see, it was fun to see day one Alpha Wheels up and running with the API. So it means we did a sufficiently good job of documenting and making the API simple so people could interact with it, which was great. One other thing to touch on before we go for a lap, Bush Pilot. So this guy launched last week. There's lots of them out in the wild, people using them. I just wanted to demo it again. So it's just a little module that can hook on to Mimic and give you control of focus, iris, or zoom. One thing I didn't touch on that Dennis wanted me to highlight today though, with this, you can actually, if you're sufficiently coordinated, you can actually control Movi pointing and focus, iris, or zoom with this at the same time. So we have a mode, if you connect to the Mimic on your app, you can set it so the flat is the neutral mode or upright is the neutral mode. So we've got it set as flat. So you can see as I pan right now, it pans with me. And as I tilt, it tilts with me, and I've got control of focus while I'm doing so. So it's pretty cool. And I could click over, you know, oops, I went to kill. If I wanted to, like if you were in a situation where you wanted to quickly, oh, we don't have iris set up on this lens, but if we had an iris motor on there, you click over, control iris real quick, click back to focus. So I've been having fun with this. It's a super compact little setup. You can go in your pocket, Fizz controller. Yeah, so I haven't seen too many people posting yet using this, but I'm very excited to see what people think. Just from a, you know, this will be our smallest, lightest weight, cheapest, most flexible focus iris zoom input device. There's more to come in the future, but we'll talk about those at a later date. Now we're going to show the quick release. Well, actually, let's come back here. I just want to highlight one thing that this is important for. So Movi XL is a huge gimbal designed to carry up to a 50-pound payload. But one thing we wanted to do differently, a little bit differently than a lot of the legacy gimbals that are out there, I really wanted to be able to put 2 batteries on this thing and operate it without any wires running to any of the support structure. That's really important to me for just ease of use and convenience. I like to think of this thing as a completely independent unit from here down. It can, you know, it can completely power itself off these 2 batteries for hours. Power the camera, power everything. So self-contained unit, mount it to whatever you see fit and use it as you want to. It's pretty fun. But we're going to showcase quick release for Movi XL. I'm going to show, Eric and Andy are going to show it coming on and off of the robot. So we also recently bought a surplus Kuka to experiment a little bit with, just to use both for testing and for just learning about and setting up on Movi XL, moving it around, maybe doing some shots for Movi XL release video, that kind of thing, just having some fun. So this is the first version of the quick release. We've got a few improvements we're going to make. We're spinning a new rev on the parts, but it's very close on the first try. Anyway, it's got a dovetail with nice lead in here, and then you can see on the robot, you can bring it right in, and there's a dovetail here, slides in, there's button quick releases on each side, and then a clamping feature here. So you guys want to, you good here? You want to, hold on one sec, let him get a good frame. You good?
Yep.
Okay, go for it. So pretty simple, slide in and clamp. We're going to refine a little bit of the details here to make it even easier to get on and off, but I haven't done it yet because I injured my back a little bit ago, but people were actually doing it as a one operator installation where they could actually hold it up in one hand, slide it in, and get it locked in. So it's pretty nice. We guys just show it coming off. Open. Sweet. So it's not quite like the same style of design as Toad in the Hole. We went a little bit lower profile and more conventional quick release on this, but I think it'll work well for people that want to get the gimbal on and off of things quickly. You could potentially have a variety of these plates mounted on whatever you're going to use XL on, and you'd be able to quickly go from crane to robot to car to whatever you're going to use, camel. All right, now we're going to take the razor for a spin.
Got a question for you, Tab.
Yep.
What happened to the tranquilizer? Did that not work well?
No, it works well. I don't actually know where it is. Gimbals are moving around a lot right now as we're testing, so things are moving around, and it was a simple act of laziness. The tranquilizer wasn't on the setup that I wanted to use, so we're running with it. But it works great. It actually, tranquilizer allows for much better hand tuning on the gimbal than this type of wire rope isolation. With the wire rope isolation, you can sometimes, if you have the pan stiffness set very high, you can get into a mode where you get like oscillation and feedback caused by the lack of inertia and damping in the pan axis on this. So the tranquilizer really helps with that. Did you, Brent, would you grab?
I switch it.
It's just off?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, go for a romp. So just a brief overview on this. This is a completely stock razor. We mounted a Mobi controller with just a magic arm here. This is the black arm. It actually is the razor comes with the right size roll bar to mount directly to the black arm, which is nice. We bolted this extension in to get it a little bit further away. We've got a Mobi XL to Mitchell mount adapter that's bolted up here. As you can see, we have two 10 amp hour batteries that power, these are 6S 25 volt or 25.2 volt batteries that power Mobi XL. So what you just heard there is pan being overtuned on these type of vibration isolators. So we need to dial that down a little bit. You can see, yeah. Okay. I'm going to continue walking through the setup. We have a Scarlett in there, 18 to 85 lens, full fizz control. We've got 3 different fizz motors on here just to test different brands. So we've got right now a Hocus, we've got a Hadeen, and we've got a Red Rock. We've got a wireless system mounted in the side here via pop and lock. Camera's being powered off of the TSU. And then we've got a receiver back here that's routing to a Mobi controller. One thing, I don't know if I demoed well enough in the past, that I really love about XL, the ability to engage the stops for setup is so nice. So when I was setting this up, I had roll balance way out of whack, but I really just wanted to work on tilt balance and get the wires all set up. So even with roll way out of balance, I can engage that lock. I can do all the setup I need on the tilt axis, and then when I'm ready to move on to roll balance, I just disengage that lock and you're good to go. And similarly on tilt, when you want to install the camera package, it's really nice to be able to pop that lock in, and you know the tilt cage can't go anywhere. So you have control over it and can slide it right in without the thing trying to walk all over on you. So that's super nice. And then this design actually is a kind of a dual purpose design. So if you go one way, you have a lock, and then if you go this way, you have bumpers. So Dave B came up with this design originally, so this is the kind of stuff that he does when I'm not annoying him to ride his scooter. So good job. But yeah, I want to make sure that I remember to undo all the axis locks, so this is going to be a very uninteresting ride. All right, we're going to go for a romp. See if we can't get kicked out of the business park today. Don't do this at home. I don't recommend it. I'm gonna cowl the legs here. So you can see we're running a full cowl on Focus Iris and Zoom now. We're in adjust mode, start the sky out.
We're gonna go check them out on the other side here. If there's any questions, feel free to send them our way. Make sure there's no cars or anything.
That's pretty not so driver, huh?
He's pretty crazy with this thing. We'll see.
keep up on the first two, so.
Nah, let's just. Yeah, I can do one more. You want to give it a little wider? Yeah.
Well, I got a bracing. Oh, good. This one.
Just a little wider too. Good to go. Brandon, you good?
I'm good.
All right. This is how we royally piss off our neighbors in the business park. I like to wake everybody up in the business park with a little romp around there. So that's part of the way that we're testing XL right now. Also on the robot, also all different kinds of ways. But the goal is to really beat the crap out of it before it goes out into the wild, so that we don't find any issues after it ships to people, because that's always a bummer. That's kind of all I have for today. Thanks for tuning in. It's been fun romp around the parking lot. See you next week on Thursday. Bye bye.